last night.
Rudy Gobert's putting 80 on straps.
No. You're slow. See, that's how you know he doesn't watch basketball.
Stop.
I will put bread on Dennis Strapping. I promise.
Dennis ain't strapping Lonzo. What's wrong with you?
I will put bread on Dennis Strapping.
How much bread you want to put on that, bro?
Bro, I'm telling you, Lonzo's not scoring more than...
Yo, who does Dennis strap?
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode on Udoka's Takes. It's crunch time in the NBA for a majority of teams. A few teams, little by little, are starting to clinch their spot in the playoffs. The most recent one being the Milwaukee Bucks, as they clinched their spot last night after beating the Brooklyn Nets. Especially in the Eastern Conference, it's real close from 5th seed to 8th seed. It's real close. Knicks, Hawks, Hornets, Miami Heat all battling it out. We got Jordan, Leroy, Terry, Shaun, Annon, Malik, and making his first appearance on the channel, we got Peter. And we're all gonna break down who we think is gonna clinch those spots and who we have winning the play-in games in the Eastern Conference and in the Western Conference. It's almost playoff time. How y'all feeling with your teams? Hey, I don't want to hear that because your little Lakers over there. LeBron.
We will be fine.
LeBron's not 100.
We will be fine.
I told y'all this team was going to be garbage. Hot.
Watch.
Bonds.
LeBron's going to hop in that chamber and his ankle is going to be 100%. Watch.
LeBron can't even play back-to-back nights.
No, we can win it without LeBron.
No, you can. What? Are you dumb? You cannot
LeBron.
win anything without LeBron. Are you? Huh? I'm done.
Rip, we already got stupidity. You ain't winning nothing without Bron.
Yeah, we already got a Heat fan crying because we sent his home last year, but it's okay.
Okay,
the only reason season. Who's crying? It's a whole new season. Anyways,
bro, we're healthy, y'all not. We're healthy, y'all not. That's all I gotta say.
You still ain't winning the finals.
You guys aren't making it.
It's 2021. Like, if
okay. Start the video.
Focus on like Disney.
Not making it.
Start the video.
Weak as LeBron. The Suns, Utah Jazz, Clippers, and the Nuggets have already clinched their spot in the playoff race. Of the day of us recording, May 5th, we have the Mavericks in the 5th seed, the Lakers in the 6th seed. Both of those teams are tied. I'm assuming Mavericks have the tiebreak on them. You got Trailblazers 7th, Warriors 8th, Grizzlies 9th, and the Warriors and Grizzlies are tied for 8th and 9th. The Spurs are 10th. Do you guys think it's going to stay similar to that order it's in right now? Or do you think the Grizzlies or the Spurs are going to sprout up? What do you guys think is going to happen?
The Lakers
I think the Lakers are going to drop, honestly. But I think the Warriors will win the play-in my opinion.
I think the Pelicans are going to come in. I think that's what they're going to do. Then they're going to get up to that 10th seed, compete for the spot in the play-in. So I think it's going to happen.
But Ingram's out for a little bit.
They have Lonzo Ball and Zion. And you see what Lonzo – if Lonzo is able to maintain that yesterday's game stretch, not like 33 points, but a cool like 22, 6, 7, bro, they're set.
Because that team had high expectations coming this year. Not best, but one of the best young duos in the league. Now everybody's talking about Zion. He's going to have a full year, healthy year, injury-free, da-da-da-da-da. And you got Brandon Ingram. Then you got Lonzo, who has a point to prove. Then Steven Adams, big, decent center right there. So everybody's like, oh, Pelicans are going to do something this year, da-da-da-da. But they're underperforming. I don't see them making the playoff game. They're probably going to stay where they're at. And sooner or later, they're going to get eliminated because they haven't gotten the job done this year.
They're under the Spurs. So they play the Sixers, Hornets, Grizzlies, Mavericks, Warriors, and Lakers all in a row. And they have a good chance of being at least like 5 of those teams.
The Spurs do have one of, if not the best coach of all time, Greg Popovich. He knows what he's doing.
They didn't make the playoffs last year.
Okay, but it's whole new season, whole new format, whole new system.
But they're not, they're losing right now to the Jazz. They're probably going to lose. They're playing the Kings, Trailblazers, Bucks, Nets, Knicks, Suns, and it's a guaranteed loss for 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of their games.
But don't you think those teams, you read the Bucks, you read the Nets. Those teams have already made the playoffs.
Yeah, but they're gonna win regardless.
Especially with Brooklyn. Are you gonna continue to play a Cade who gets hurt every 5 games? Are you gonna play Kyrie and risk him?
Bro,
You can just rest those guys. Your record don't matter because you're going to be top 3, top 4.
In KD's purposes, he needs as much games as possible. Same with Harden.
They said Harden might come back like last week of the season.
So they need to play. From my experience, like sitting out players before playoffs does not work.
They get injured over the smallest shit. And then, like, bro, one night you're going to have Kyrie playing. Next night, KD's playing without Kyrie. There's always something going on.
So you might as well. This past week, like, somebody's getting hurt every day.
The three don't play together. Like, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, they need to start like getting the games in so they can figure out how they're gonna run that offense and shit and that defense. But at the same time, you don't want Kyrie playing game 1 and then Harden playing game 2 and the rest are out. Like,
they're not gonna do that, my nigga.
I'm not saying like they're gonna rest them, but they're gonna get injured if they keep doing whatever they're doing.
KD, he definitely need to play. I don't even think he's played half the season, bro. I wouldn't rest him at all. I don't care, bro.
I mean, they clinched this playoff spot, so I would rest him because I'm not trying to risk no damn injury.
Yeah, but then imagine resting a player and he gets rusty. Like
KD doesn't get rusty.
No,
KD
but like
injured for like 3 weeks.
every player,
bro,
every
KD
player gets
could
rusty.
be injured for 2 weeks, come back,
Every player gets rusty.
35,
I'm just saying, like, we're acting like this is regular season basketball. It's not regular season basketball.
KD dropped 42 one of the first games.
Bro, it's not regular season basketball is what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, I'm saying, if I have a player who has not played majority of my games in the season, I'm getting him games. I don't care. Because if you're resting all the time, you're nursing injury, you need as much bump as you can get possibly. So that when we come in playoffs, you're not missing a beat. You're not coming back. You're not trying to get back to the rest of the speed with the team. You're coming in, you're scoring. You're doing what we need to win.
Mavericks are in. That's a lock. They're not going to go 7th, 8th. They're not going to be in the low playing game, but I think they're going to stay 5th, not 6th. Lakers should have enough firepower. I mean, even if they aren't 100.
We shouldn't go lower than the 7th seed, to be honest.
I feel like they're gonna drop, especially since Dennis is out until like 2 weeks, something like that.
We need like full healthy AD. I like how he led the team last game against the Nuggets, but we were a little too shaky. I don't know what it is. It's like one game we're playing like some 10th seed team, we lose, but next game it's like some playoff team and we win. We need to be more consistent as a team.
Like when you missing guys like Rondo and AB and JaVale and Dwight and all these key bench players like y'all had last year, y'all didn't like whenever Braun or AD went out, y'all were fine because you actually had guys who could play basketball on the bench and lead a team or at least keep y'all afloat. You have Wesley Matthews and Marc Gasol. Like, what are they gonna do? Nothing.
Marc Gasol doesn't get playing time anymore.
When AD comes out, they don't have any rim protection.
Those guys,
not even that, bro. They just don't have experience.
You have to realize, and Shaun, you're a fan, so you probably know this. When Drummond is playing, and you have Drummond, AD, and Braun on the court at the same time, the paint. I'm not saying that they can't stretch the floor, but the paint is so clogged.
AD, he's not even in the paint like that anymore. I seen AD still trying to get his mid-range working. And I think that's why, I think we're leaving it up to Drummond to like handle the paint and we're letting AD work in that high post range, mid-range area. But he's been shaky there. So I'm kind of worried about how that's gonna go, especially with like Braun gone, because it's just painful. And then we don't even have our man Dennis Schroeder to do what he does. He was a great addition to the team. I love how Dennis Schroeder plays. We just got to get our stuff together. Our whole starting 5 works in one area except for KCP.
Then you guys right now, right? You're one game in front of the Trailblazers, and there's a real good with.
And we play the Clippers next, so it's like, bro.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think Clippers are legit.
Rondo, bro. He's such a key for the Clippers. I think they're legit this year.
They most definitely needed a facilitator. That's what I'm saying with the Lakers too, because when they had Rondo, they won.
I still think we have a good chance.
You don't.
You don't.
Shut up. You just don't, bro. Like y'all a
good chance to win the finals or to make the playoffs.
Yes.
That
no,
first
you
round
don't.
playoff matchup is a problem versus the Clippers. That's a problem.
He literally came on national television and said, "Yo, I will never be 100% ever again in my career. This high ankle sprain, not ankle discomfort, high ankle sprain is still bothering me." That's
I
him.
mean, I think
That's him.
I think that's an excuse, but that's whatever.
That's not some delusional ass
But y'all remember when he said that thunderstorm was coming? When he posted that on IG some weeks ago.
Shut
you never
up.
know what might happen.
Look,
I'm a great compliment, y'all, but you want me to get dirty, I can.
I honestly believe that there's no way that Braun's ankle slows him down from being playoff. But I'm telling you, like,
what are you talking about, bro?
He might not be doing the best that he could. It's not like he's gonna be playing like bro.
People that said AD is top 2 with Braun at 1. Both of them are the 100. That's not a ring.
I think AD is starting to get to 100. He's just playing very inconsistent.
Bro, there's 7 games left. There's no time for AD to just slowly get to 100. Bro,
but I don't even think that he's not 100. He's just playing bad. Like, AD just hasn't been playing the same.
He's playing bad because he's not 100. Anthony Davis, who people thought was the second best player in the world after they won the championship, all of a sudden, he's not playing good because he's not. What?
No word.
Bro, he's still trying to get into his group. Bro, you can't just sit out.
Right, you said it right there. He's still trying to get to his groove. Why? Because he's not 100.
I'm not saying no.
Exactly.
You can still try to get into your groove with being healthy. Like, I could be 100% and still have my off days.
Huh?
He just being inconsistent.
Yo.
Okay.
Trying to say he's rusty. Trying to say he's rusty. Trying to say
he's rusty because he ain't 100.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so
that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
So you're telling me rust could just be. So you're telling me you can't be rusty without being healthy.
I mean, you can be.
He wasn't. You realize God just came back from
before
injury.
AD got hurt, he was
rusty means
fine.
that you haven't played in a while. You
from
haven't
an injury. He's not 100, bro. He's not 100.
Nah,
Did he say he's not 100? Did he say he's not 100?
You don't have to say. If I'm looking at you play and your numbers are nothing near like
you don't watch Lakers get. You don't watch Laker games. You don't watch them play,
bro. If you aren't playing at your best like you should be doing when you were healthy, fully healthy with no problems, does that mean you're healthy? Does that mean you're 100? Or is it just magical rust that's been there for the last week?
You can be rusty coming back, bro.
Coming back from what? An injury? Because he's not dead.
They're not. If they clinch the 7th seed, which I think they might, I don't know. If they clinch the 7th seed, they are not beating the Jazz.
You're tripping out of your mind.
What with unhealthy LeBron and unhealthy AD, you think they're beating the Jazz?
Y'all acting like LeBron's gonna be dropping.
I don't
5
care.
points.
I don't care.
Nobody's saying that, but we just not 100.
Like, bro, like even with the 6th seed, they don't want the 6th seed either, bro. They just don't because they'll get
so 1 seed. You don't want. You don't want 6. You don't want 8.
I don't trust the Jazz at all.
I don't trust the Jazz winning a series versus LeBron, bro. That's something you can't.
Rudy Gobert's putting 80 on straps.
No, you're slow. See, that's how you know he doesn't watch basketball. Rudy Gobert against elite bigs doesn't know what to do with himself.
Yo, that's D-Boy right there.
Got it, Joe.
Okay.
What? Bro, leave the call, bro. No
okay,
destroys him.
Okay, we're just gonna act like elite bigs don't just
owns him.
Toy with it. Gobert for fun.
Bro, Ben Simmons put 45 on his head top, bro, and the guy don't shoot. He was
like,
coming in the
we're
paint
just gonna
every
act like
single
Gobert
play.
doesn't get toyed with.
Bro, Miles Turner is 10 times depoy than Rudy Gobert. What are you talking about? Rudy Gobert barely does anything.
Donovan Mitchell's rate average about 30.
He's not back yet, is he? He's not back yet, right?
I don't think he's that.
This nigga anything.
Jordan Clarkson might do something. I don't know.
I'm so sad about
Jazz won't be in the semifinals and no conference finals. I'll tell you that.
If it's not the Lakers, this Clippers versus Suns, and I got Clippers winning that. To be honest,
the Suns are winning, yo.
And I know I said it last year.
Clippers.
Bro.
I don't see them forward.
Clippers in Denver or Clippers in the Suns.
No, Suns.
Denver is not doing nothing.
They don't have Jamal Murray.
Not with Murray.
I mean, you're right. You know, Jamal Murray's gone. Jamal Murray's gone. You're right.
But if Jokic does some magic,
if Jokic gets them to like Western Conference Finals, bro, shit,
better than Embiid. I'm sorry.
Nah. Dirk 2.0 question mark.
Over.
I don't think Nuggets got enough to stop like team like the Clippers.
Because if Paul George is playing like how he is now, and then Kawhi too, and you have Rondo that experience, bro. And then you get Serge back. I'm not saying Serge like a demon.
All they needed was somebody to facilitate, to be honest. That's all they really needed.
And an above average post defender, which is Serge Ibaka, because Montrezl Harrell is so like, bro. I prefer Serge over Montrezl any day of the week. Jokic was barbecuing Montrezl, bro. He was barbecuing him, bro. He has once in a while 20-point games. He's so useless. Like defensively, does nothing at all. Like zero.
He has
for
no
someone who's
offensive bag either.
6'8", 6'9", he just doesn't do anything. The Lakers have to play a 3-game series, like many 3-game series, and then go into the playoffs and play. Okay, if they're the 7th seed, they play, I don't know. Let's hypothetically say, that the Jazz drop like 4 games or whatever. Or even if they stay there, I don't think that the Lakers have to play a 3-game series and then 2 days later hop back in a 7-game series with the Jazz. I don't think that happens.
We're not losing to no damn Jazz, bro. Like,
don't say that.
I don't trust the Jazz in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
You're not factoring in fatigue, bro. Like, why do you think all your players get injured? Because of fatigue. They're getting overworked.
We haven't had that many injuries.
Are you dumb?
I mean, that's
Are you
everybody
dumb?
in the league, though.
Like,
that's
bro,
everybody.
okay, we had LeBron and AD beside what? THT missed the game. Dennis Schroeder has
LeBron
COVID.
and AD is your whole team. That's your whole entire team, and they get injured frequently.
Bro,
Leroy,
he said, "Oh, your whole team's getting injured." LeBron, 2 players. Like, we're not having injuries.
That's your whole entire team. What are you not understanding about that, bro?
It was 2 injuries that you could get off of anything. Like you could be 100% and still hurt your ankle.
Right, you could be
100% and still hurt.
Fatigue, aka load management, bro. Kawhi
so you're telling me you're telling me LeBron twisted his ankle because he was fatigued.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that in addition to other factors. Why are you not listening? I'm saying if your muscles are overworked, bro, you sound really dumb right now. If your muscles are overworked and you're going 100% every single game for like 10 games straight, and then one day you hurt your ankle and it's not recovering fast enough, that's obviously fatigue. I mean, it makes sense. It's anatomy. The wear and tear of your muscles is fatigue, yes or no? Yes.
True.
So someone who isn't fatigued and someone who is fatigued, someone who's not fatigued and their muscles are rested has a less likely chance of getting an ankle sprain or a high ankle sprain than someone who has been playing 10 games straight, playing at least 35 minutes plus, and then rolls their ankle or steps wrong. They will probably get injured more severely than someone who's not. That's what I'm saying.
7th to 8th seed, what do you guys think that's going to be?
I think Lakers might drop to 7, to be honest. Hopefully we can keep it 6, but if we do drop 7, we're beating the Warriors. That's not even a question.
Stop right.
Unless
Curry is a bad man. Curry is a bad man.
Okay, sub Curry.
Curry is not single-handedly taking down the Lakers. Please stop.
When Curry isn't on the floor, the Warriors are literally dead last in offense. Like they're terrible. They're terrible.
Curry's not single-handedly taking us down. Like, bro, let's be smart. Curry's a great point guard. But when Curry takes even two minutes to rest, what can that Warriors team do offensively?
You get Oubre to step up, maybe. You get what's the name? Wiggins.
Oubre might step up for fun, like 1 game. Like he's not playing consistently all 3 games or however long this playing series is.
They still have players that might step up to the plate. Now notice I said might. I'm not saying they will. I'm not saying Oubre and Wiggins.
The Warriors just simply aren't beating
have players.
Bro,
They're just not beating us.
They're just not.
Lakers are getting that 7 seed.
If Wiggins and Oubre and Pascal and all the other semi bums on that team, and maybe even Draymond come together,
you know that's not happening. So I don't even know why.
But like
the Warriors, they're just not beating the Lakers. They're just not.
Right, like you guys are acting like every team is
Bro,
going to send us home.
I didn't say they will. You act like the Lakers are on cloud 9 right now when they're not.
Okay, we're not
getting
on cloud 9, but let's be real. The Warriors, we're not down bad to the point where the Warriors are beating us.
Anything can happen. Not saying they will, but it's still a possibility.
If the Lakers do lose, right? If they lose and they have to play the 9th and 10th seed, which in my calculations, would be Spurs or Pelicans, because I think the Pelicans are gonna make that. Spurs or Pelicans. If the Lakers lose and they have to put the Spurs or Pelicans, do they lose?
They seed?
No.
Yes. Do they lose?
No.
Pelicans could give them trouble. I don't think they're gonna lose, but Pelicans will give them trouble.
Got it.
It's not like AD and LeBron are doing what they did last year.
Has a hurt ankle, but let's be real. Like,
the Spurs are the Spurs, bro. They got good players.
Let's be completely honest here. If the Pelicans offensively, with just not saying based off seasons, but just naming players, you have Ingram, Lonzo, who has gotten better and better.
I have my bread on Dennis.
I'm not done.
Honestly, I'm not done. Bread on Dennis.
Then you have.
I don't give a fuck. I
will
put
100%
bread
LeBron.
on Dennis Strap.
Less than 100%.
Wait! Stop!
I will put bread on Dennis Strap. I promise.
Dennis ain't strapping Lonzo. What's wrong with you?
I will put bread on Dennis Strap.
How much bread you want to put on that, bro?
Bro, I'm telling you, Lonzo's not scoring more than.
Yo, who does Dennis strap? Tell me who.
Bro, Dennis is not. So you telling me Dennis is a good defender?
He's not strapping Lonzo.
Dennis will lock up Lonzo on the perimeter.
No, I asked you a question.
Like, just name a game when he dropped some star player to like.
I asked, who does he
strap? He doesn't strap the star player, but Lonzo's not like a star player.
Who does he strap?
So he basically straps a casual.
Yes, he does strap casuals.
Lonzo ain't a casual, bro.
Yes, he is. Bro,
he dropped 33 last night. You call him the casual? What's wrong with you, dumb?
Okay. Every player that drops 33 is now on an elite level.
No, but I'm saying
Lonzo
that's not a casual.
Better.
Yes, Lonzo has gotten better, but Dennis Schroeder is a great perimeter defender.
Bro, Lonzo will put at least 25 on Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, you're bugging. Now you're bugging.
You gotta stop.
He's not old 2018 Lonzo. This motherfucker's putting up 33 points.